Alright, this is going to be a video response to ProBman 5. He did a video yesterday about his top 5 current favorite cartoons, and I thought it was a good idea, so I'm going to do one of my own here. I don't have any honorable mentions. I do have a 10-year-old son, so I see a lot of cartoons, and a lot of them just don't do it for me, but I really like the ones that I'm going to show here, and one of them is not a kid show at all, actually. So, number 5 is SpongeBob SquarePants, and for you guys that don't know, this little sea sponge is SpongeBob. He's got a friend, Patrick Star. He's a starfish, of course. Squidward Tentacles, who is a squid. And then he works at this burger joint called the Krusty Krab, and SpongeBob is a really annoying character. Patrick's kind of, the dopey idiot. Squidward is the neighbor that's always annoyed with him and just wants him to go away. So, a lot of their adventures play off of that. And, not every episode is great, but there are some really funny ones. My favorites are, there's one on here, Not Normal. That one's really funny. I really like the training video one. And the one with Musical Doodle on it, where he gets a song stuck in his head and he's just, singing it all the time. So, that's number 5. Number 4, I don't have any DVDs of this, unfortunately, but it's The Amazing World of Gumball. And Brad did a good job of explaining what the show is all about on his video. And one thing I really love about the show is like some of the characters are cartoons, but then some of them are kind of like drawings, and then some, like, all the objects in the background are real, like, real houses and cars. So it's like a real mix of like different like art and stuff and real world stuff. And yeah, they just have some really bizarre shows. My personal favorites are The Limits and The Game, and they kind of have like a Seinfeld thing going where they I'm not sure if it's all of them, but I think most of the shows start with the word "the," so it's just like 2-word titles, like The Limit, The Game, The DVD. So that's number 4. Really like that show. Alright, and then number 3 is Adventure Time. Really like the show. I do agree with what Brad said about it. He had his as an honorable mention, but this is my number 3. But I do agree that the show is very hit or miss. As much as I love it, there are episodes that are just kind of like, eh. And then there's episodes that are like, holy shit, that's awesome. And this one is actually my favorite here. It has some of my favorite episodes on it. It's got Incendium, which is the one where he first meets Flame Princess. That one's really good. Also Card Wars. That one's funny as hell. And then You Made Me. That one has Lemongrab in it, and any Lemongrab episode is awesome to me. He's one of my favorite characters just because he's so fucking nuts. But he's always like running around screaming and stuff, so really great character, really great show. Like I said, it is very hit and miss, but when it's awesome, it is really awesome. Okay, and then number 2, this is on Adult Swim, and it is Metalocalypse. And this is a show about an extreme metal band. Just reading off the back here. They're the biggest entertainment act in the universe, and it's very disgusting and disturbing, but it's also very funny. And of course they do play metal in the show, like one song per episode. One thing about this is, like, my girlfriend, she fucking hates metal. Like, she can't stand it. Anything with screaming or like cookie cutter, style vocals, Cookie Monster style vocals. She can't stand it, but she loves this show, and we watch it together a lot. My favorite episodes that I can think of, a lot of them are on this. This is season 1, by the way. The Curse of Death Clock, the very first episode they did. They do a coffee jingle. It's classic. Also, Birthday Face. Murder Face has a birthday party. Death Water. Yeah, just a lot of great episodes. It is really like over the top with some of its violence and stuff. But yeah, it's really funny. And my favorite characters on this are Murderface, the bassist. He's, you know, they kind of make fun of him like he's not a real musician because he's a bass player and stuff. Excuse me. And then Toki over here. The whole band, they are, you know, kind of childish, spoiled rock stars. Toki, you know, he's childish as well, but he's got kind of like an innocence to him. So like, while the rest of the guys are all dark, he's all like kittens and rainbows and stuff, and it's just really funny. So even if you're not a fan of metal, I would recommend checking the show out because it's really great. And the last one here, I'm sure Brad knows what I'm going to put up here. It is Regular Show. And yeah, what can I say about this show? It is fantastic. A lot of great 80s and 90s references. As Brad said, there's, you know, there's like Guitar Hero controllers and video game codes. They have a couple episodes with Power. Well, I think they call it the Ultimate Glove, but it's, you know, a Power Glove ripoff. They have a Sega Master System. Only the Master System is like inverted. The cartridge slot is on the left. You know. But yeah, just little things like that. There's a lot of great episodes too, and not really any bad episodes that I've seen. Some of my favorites are First Day. There's some on here. Death Punchies. That's the one where they learn Death Kwando. That's classic. The Power. A Bunch of Baby Ducks. And my all-time favorite episode, I actually have it downloaded off of PSN here. Let me find it. Make sure I give you the right one. Come on. Okay. Oh, so it's from Season 3, Episode 7. It's called Terror Tales of the Park. And it's basically like 3 mini episodes. And the first one is, I don't know if it's like a Child's Play ripoff, but you know, Pops is cleaning up his room and he's throwing away all his junk, and he finds this creepy doll, and stuff just gets weird from there, and it's really cool. Again, I don't know if it's a Child's Play thing because I haven't seen that movie in such a long time, so I don't know if it's supposed to be that, but it's really great. Next one, they have one where they're like trick-or-treating, and Rigby eggs some guy's house, and it turns out it's like a creepy old wizard, and he curses him to become a house, and hilarity ensues. The last one is Death Metal Crash Pit. That one has Muscle Man and High Five Ghosts. They find this old, like, beat-up RV, and they take it to this thing called the Crash Pit, which is this giant pit in the park where they just launch cars off of ramps, and, you know, they go down into the pit and explode. Turns out the RV is haunted, and, you know, crazy stuff happens from there. So, really great. It's actually my favorite Halloween episode of any show I've ever seen. They just did such a great job with it. And, yeah, overall, it's just a great show. I mean, you've probably seen in some of my videos that I wear a Regular Show shirt sometimes. And it's something that me and my son and my girlfriend all enjoy together. We all watch them together. And, yeah, that'll do it. So, those are some of my favorite cartoons. Let me know what your favorites are down below. Of course, check out Brad's video on his favorite cartoons. And just wanted to thank you guys for watching, and stay awesome.